Well, we have my 1950 Plymouth Special Deluxe business coupe.
Nice.
I had been looking for a independent business coupe for a while as I was getting near graduating college. DeSoto, Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge, whatever. And I happened to find this in Plymouth, Minnesota. Some young kid had it, and he wanted to make a down payment on a Harley Davidson.
Okay.
So he sold me this for $2,500.
Oh, really?
And
did it run?
It ran, but it wasn't the best. I probably had one brake, and it wasn't charging. So I limped it to a friend's house, and we redid the brakes on all four corners, new lines, new soft lines, and of course on these old Mopars, there are two wheel cylinders per side on the front. So you got four wheel cylinders on the front alone, and of course two on the back. And I used Brake and Equipment Warehouse in Minneapolis to kind of source all my parts, and they made new pads for me, and at the same time I made the parking brake band, and that was it. And I was driving back to the 50s, because I bought it shortly before Back to the 50s. And I was on my way to Back to the 50s, and I hopped the gas at a light signal, and the seat ripped out of the floor, and I ended up on my back in the back of the car. And so we gingerly drove around for the rest of the weekend at Back to the 50s with a seat that was...
What year was that?
Gosh, so that would have been 01-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you say you got an 01. Yep.
Yep.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah. And it was a little bit different then. I just had the poverty caps on it.
Yeah, walk me through what you...
Yeah.
So ever since
So I put floors in it. The kid that had it before me put himself through body school with it, and so that's why you see the surfacer primer.
And you never change that?
No. I like to drive it. I like to drive it. Some friends have called it a saddle shoe or whatever, and I guess I'm not too... That doesn't offend me at all. And it's just it's unique in the way that it's kind of partial filler primer, original paint, and primer from when we did the inner and outer rockers on the car, and we put a lot of metal work into it. The floors got replaced, the rockers, the trunk floor around the lip of the trunk, and it had its rot. It's Mopar, and
are they known for that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. You look at them wrong, and they're already rusting.
Okay.
So, but it had the great set of white walls on it. It's got a set of old ass Remington white walls on it, and it's always just had the Remingtons on it. These are a different set that I acquired from a good friend of mine, Drew Nelson, and we put these on the car shortly before I married my wife. For a while there, it was my daily driver into the city. I work at a couple of different sign shops, and
so how long was your commute then?
I was commuting from Apple Valley to Minneapolis.
Okay.
And and it was my daily, and I popped the head gasket, and I thought I did a lot more damage to the engine than just pop the head gasket.
What is the engine?
The engine right now is a 230 Chrysler industrial motor out of a Clark forklift.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. But before that, it was the stock 218. And down the way, through friends and acquaintances, I was able to acquire a 2-carb intake. I got fender intake for it. And so...
That's nice.
So, yeah. When I first started to become obsessed with this car, there was an old guy in Pennsylvania named George Ash, and you send him your exhaust manifold, and he'll cut it and put a cap on it using the little heat flapper that's inside of the manifold. And so he made me my exhaust manifold, and then I married the two together and machined the surfaces flat, and I ran it with the 2 carbs, and I've actually popped the head gasket on this motor twice.
Okay.
The first time around, I handled the repair because I thought it was pretty simple. I ended up doing it on the way home from First Avenue. I was living in Menominee. And I used to drive this thing to Minneapolis quite a bit to catch shows at First Ave or the Entry, because I've always liked catching music. And I was on my way home and I drove it too fast and popped the head gasket. So I handled the repair the first time.
Going down 90 or?
94 to Menominee.
94, yep.
Yeah, I was just shy of Menominee, and
Okay.
wham! And sure enough, the next day I went to see what I exactly had done, and I could hear the noise through the carburetor and out the tailpipe, showing that I had indeed roached the head gasket.
Nice.
So I handled that repair the first time around, and then a couple of moves and a couple of jobs later, I ended up in Minneapolis, and this was my daily driver.
And you still hung on to it through all that, because a lot of people would ditch it to move and all that.
No, I wanted a Mopar business coupe, or an independent business coupe, and so it's just kind of been my baby. And the second time around, when I roached the head gasket, I thought I did a lot more damage to the engine, because it had a pretty significant knock on the valve side of the engine. And so then I started looking for another engine, and I found this industrial flat six in Rochester. And it was a forklift engine, so that means it ran a different rotation, because it's a forklift engine. It's engine in the back instead of in the front.
Okay.
So there were some challenges on figuring out how to get it to switch that around, which I think it was only just the camshaft. Anyways, it's a 230 Chrysler flat six. I had all the machining done to it by Kelly Machining in St. Paul. And when I got it, it was already 60 thousandths over, so none of the pistons needed replacing. So we just freshened up everything, new rings, new seals, shaved the head a little bit more, and then put the 2 carb intake on it and the split exhaust on it. And then I also added Petronics to it, which I didn't really want to do. I'm pretty good with points, but boy, I tell you, put the Petronics in and it just starts.
Like night and day?
Yeah, and it's almost like trouble-free starting.
How about all this stuff? Does that come with it, or do you hunt that down?
No, I hoard print.
Oh.
And I hoard old boxes from automotive parts. And when we put the 230 in, I decided to remove the heat system from the car. So heater core came off.
Oh yeah, sure.
And all the ductwork came off, and a couple of different fans that get air into the cabin came off. And that was a bulkhead for maybe the heater lines or something like that. So I didn't want to have that on the car anymore, so I pulled that off and put a little Chrysler Corporation parts box tag in the hole.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so, I just drive it. I really, up until having kids, I drove it quite a bit. And even when my son was young, he and I hung out in this thing quite a bit. And did a couple of different shows and stuff like that.
Man, that chrome is clean.
It's not bad. I got one little dent right down there on the bottom rung.
Is that original to the car?
It is. Yeah,
Nice.
I've never damaged it. It's a preservation type thing with me with the old stuff. I don't like to beat on it. I want to have a relationship with it, kind of the experiences that you acquire when you're at the helm of an old vehicle that's 3 on the tree. And
Yeah, I love that.
And they're just crude enough that you have to keep your eyes on them. Bias ply tires, so you're constantly chasing that all over the road, and that's what I like about it. It's simple, it's primitive, it doesn't have any doodads on it, doesn't even really have rear view mirrors except for the one inside the car.
Or wipers.
No wipers. Yeah, we've been caught in a couple of rainstorms, and that's an interesting challenge.
What about the interior?
Interior?
It's immaculate, I think.
It's not bad. I took the door panels off because they were rotten, and I just put on MDF and painted it black.
Oh, okay.
And put Imperial crowns on it. It's either Imperial crowns or Cadillac. I can't remember. And then, of course, I found Mopar armrests. Those are 1950 Mopar armrests. The dash was in pretty good shape when I got it. I haven't done anything to it. I do have an original factory clock for it. And I've had a couple of radios that I've thought about putting into it, but I just never commit because it's a radio delete car. It's a cigarette lighter delete car, and it's a clock delete car. And I don't know. I think some of that stuff should just kind of stay
the way it is, yeah.
Yes. So when I did the engine the second time around, I was able to find an overdrive transmission for it. And so now I'm three on the tree with an electric overdrive. And
how does that work?
That's awesome.
Like literally, how does that work?
Well, you get through your first 3 gears and you throw a switch. And
oh, really?
Yeah, you have to be at a certain RPM range. You let off the gas, it does the shift into overdrive, and you go back to driving. Yeah.
So third gear will get you about how fast cruising?
It was a 3-speed car before, and 65 was about what I would take it up to. And a lot of Mopar guys are like, that's over revving the car, and that's probably why I popped the head gasket twice.
Okay.
Now, I mean, it's kind of you don't want to say top end unlimited, but because it's, an old car.
Yeah.
But I've had 75, 80.
Yeah? Nice.
Yeah, I was so excited the day I got the engine finished. A goal was made to me by my wife that she said that she wanted this to be our car for our wedding. Mm-hmm. And at that time, the engine was sitting in pieces, and so that lit a fire underneath me.
How much time did you have?
Gosh, I don't remember, but it wasn't enough.
Was it okay?
Because the night of the wedding,
oh no,
my best man and I were adjusting the valves because they were a little too clickety clackety, and
oh man,
and I wrote my vows on the front fender of the car.
Nice.
So, yeah,
nice.
Yeah, and we finally put fire to it at about 4 a.m.
Really?
And it was pretty awesome. He and I took it down to St. Paul. I'm living in Inver Grove Heights, and so we took 52 into St. Paul, and at one point I got hey, you better watch out, we're doing 80. It had so much zest.
Nice.
And the big 236 is just
it's awesome.
It really just makes this thing cruise nice. I've got daily drivers that ride worse than this car does, so
that's awesome.
Yeah. And it's just been kind of, it's a part of, I kind of know what I like for the car. And then I got friends saying, hey, I've got these. You should try these on the car. And that's how I ended up with the Studebaker Presidente or hubcaps. And let's see, what else?
How's the trunk? It
Trunk's
popped on
huge.
us. It popped out on us a little while ago.
Yeah. Trunk's huge. It's a business coupe.
Oh,
so
man, you can fit bodies in there.
You can fit bodies in it. Yeah. Yep. And so we've had our weekend stuff in here for car shows or whatever, and coolers and grills and whatnot. And
nice.
And I moved the battery to the back so you don't have to see any of that. Unfortunately, I am running an alternator. I don't want to be. But maybe a Power Master down the road, or Mitsubishi forklift guts into an old generator body to make it 12 volt or something. I don't know.
So what year did you say it was?
This is a 50.
Okay, so you hunted this down, or did that come with it?
This.
Because you can run that like that, right?
Yeah. They treat it as your collector plates.
Okay.
So, and I think this was in the car. I think this is the original plate to the car. I only got one.
Okay.
But I don't really want to run a front plate anyways, so.
Right.
And just somewhere, as soon as I put the 2 carb intake on it and the split exhaust, then I had to have the loud pipes. And
sure.
So it's just straights. There's no mufflers.
Okay, that was going to be my next question.
Yep. Gosh, I used to really wind this thing out because I like to hear it.
Yeah, of course.
And I like other people to hear it too. So.
Yep.
But I'm a lot more gentle with it these days. Like I said, it's a preservation type thing. I'm glad to have the opportunity to have something like this, and I'm not one to go and wreck it.
That's awesome.
So I had thought about chopping it. These things, they're a challenge to chop, but there are a couple of examples out there that
are nice?
Really nice. Yeah. There's a guy on Instagram, can't remember his name. He's got one chopped, and then you fill in where the rear window is, and you can take like a 30 split window from like a Buick sedan or something like that, humpback sedan, and put that in so you have a much smaller rear window.
Nice.
That's kind of the route I want to go, but I don't really want to chop it either. Being an artist, I've had some great opportunities to trade work for work on the car, and I traded a logo for an upholstery company, and they put in a headliner in it. So
don't want to ruin that.
No, not really.
Right?
It's kind of part of the stories that are with the car.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I drove
thanks for the ride.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fun to ride in.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So fun.
It's kind of a peach. And,
it's nice.
It just takes such nice, good care of you, and that's what I like to do in return. So.